Hello traders, welcome to this morning's cryptocurrency update. I'm going to keep this one very short again because still not feeling 100% and yeah, still struggling to string sentences together and to actually make sense at the moment. So yeah, I'll do as best I can and yeah, let's see how it goes. So yeah, yesterday we had that move down. I think we clearly all know what happened yesterday. So we took out this 30k low, chopped around below 30k for a while, and I think really this was anyone that had been longing this 31. We had this 31,600 to 30,800 support area that we'd identified. Anyone else that was kind of identified this as a zone as well of possible support is very likely that their stops would have been placed here. And now clearly those stops have been taken and we've seen a reversal from that. Now we are at this local resistance right now. So you can see we have this parabolic kind of trend, this curvy line going down. It's not the best drawn, but you can see we've got like 6 touch points on this. So we're right at that at the moment. We also have our local golden pocket right here. And of course, we're at this 30,800 area, which was initially identified as support. And yeah, now possibly resistance. And there is a moth flying around my head. Hello. All right. So yeah, we'll monitor this for the day. I'm not expecting like a breakthrough immediately. I think at the moment we've not yet even changed market structure. This is just a move to kind of take out all of this on the chart, remove yesterday's move, and yeah, we could just see a slow bleed back down. I'd be looking at 30k at this stage to be support if we do start to see a bleed, and maybe things can start to turn around, but at the moment it's still too early, I think, to be looking at going, okay, let's like take some big long positions off of this. Trading above VWAP, so again that might give us a trade later on in the day. We'll have to just see what happens with that. I guess if we take our fibs from here to here as well, then yeah, we have our golden pocket lining up with basically where this 30k area where there was resistance throughout the day yesterday. So yeah, it's still kind of a no trade zone unless you're just taking very short term trades and scalps. I think it's, if you've been scaling and you're scaling in with spot position, I think okay, like we can still go lower. Like we're obviously quite below value here, and I do still feel that this will turn earlier than people really expect it to. Like we do have these lower targets, but I do still have that feeling that this will turn earlier than people expect. And yeah, maybe we just took these lows out in order just to create that last little trap to the downside. So yeah, the bearish argument would be we're at resistance. There's still not really much volume here. This did get a bit of volume on the way up, but we're still fairly low historically on volume, so we could just see this start to bleed away. I know there's the whole Jack Dorsey and Elon Musk thing today as well, so we can monitor that, see how that goes, and see if that starts to get a bit of volume. But yeah, I'd say right now we've got 30k as a decent support area. We're at resistance right now. Then if we do come further down, at this stage after we've had this move up, I wouldn't be expecting so much of a reaction here. I'd be looking at this, 27,700 down to 27k area as being the major support. That's our yearly low and our golden pocket. If we do get another move down, then that's where I would expect to see a kind of a bigger bounce off of this. Now, to the upside, so if we do start to come out of here and we start to put in a range and can get out of this, can lose this momentum, then it does start to give us signs that things could be more bullish. Now, the first thing of that would be, let's put in a range, let's reclaim that 30,800 area and like really give it some good support, so a bit of time above there just to hang out with support, and then we can be looking back up at the range value area low and the range point of control again. But yeah, still for me, it's still just scalp trades, and I am still holding the short position that I have from where was it? Over here somewhere, 34,600. Yeah, I'm still holding the short position from over here, and I am still scaling into this, like, not long position, but buying spot, kind of 1x kind of thing, uh, that I've been doing since we came down into this support area. And again, like, coming below 30k was a buy for me. I have enough that this short is paying enough for me to be scaling in, even if we come all the way down here. Um, and yeah, so I'm basically just hedged at the moment, holding my short, and yeah, gradually DCAing into this long or spot position. Um, yeah, I mean, is there anything else to go over on this? Yeah, let's have a look at the TPO. So we tested these lows a couple of times yesterday. We can see we had that, yeah, quick move down to take out the poor low. It still is a poor low if you really kind of think of it technically, but I mean, we're not expecting this to get a sharp bounce with the area that it was in. It's not like a massive support level that's going to kind of take lows and immediately V-shape out of that. This has built some value within this area, and we've had a nice bounce off of it. And actually, interestingly enough, you can see how these, the buying tail and the single prints from yesterday and the day before, lined up within the same area. We came straight through them, and now are bouncing off of this, yeah, the value area that we did have over the weekend as well. So, no, that would have been Monday. Monday. Yeah, so we're back within this value area. We're holding above Monday's point of control, and we're at that, yeah, yesterday's initial balance area here as well. So you could say right now this is, yeah, we're basically trapped between a resistance above us, being this 31,000 area, and this 3,800, the same levels. And then we do have this support coming in around, yeah, 3525. We have these single prints here. So if this does start to bleed down, you know, two trades potentially off of this. That would be the first one off of the top of the single prints to see if it can act as support. Now, if that happens around, if VWAP comes up here, so if we start to get a move with the VWAP up to this area, then that could be a decent little scalp trade. And again, if we come into these, then you'd be looking back down at the bottom, basically 29,900 up to, yeah, 30k. Same kind of levels. No naked point of control left behind this time, so that is positive. That's pretty good. And we have a very thin profile for this morning so far. So yeah, not really, very undecided. That, of course, we're still early in the day, but yeah, it's just a very thin profile without a lot of volume on anything at the moment. CVD going through the roof. That's interesting. A combination of shorts closing and longs opening. Open interest as well. Yeah, rising decently enough. Now, CVD, let's just have a look at this. Because, of course, again, this is forming bearish divergences. But every time we form bearish divergences, it gives a move down, and then we form bullish divergences at the lows, which can give us a move up. So yeah, we had the bullish divergence on the lows here, and now we've got the bearish up at the highs. So that will be an interesting one to monitor. We have, I mean, it's still, yeah, still grinding. This could squeeze, so this could be a thing where, like, we're looking at a short squeeze now because, let's have a look. Yeah, mainly stop losses. Mainly stop losses yesterday rather than actual trapped shorts. But still worth looking at. Yeah, nothing really screaming out to me as being significant on this. There's a level at 30,300 that had decent volume on the way down. So again, if we're gonna get, yeah, if we do get a move down, you'd have confidence with that and the VWAP, and also these lows coming in down here. Yeah, I mean, there's not, it's not telling us too much either, this one. We could go on to let's go on to a 4 hour. Again, we can see these divergences on the highs here. Could be seen as bearish. Open interest still rising. So it does indicate that we're getting closer to a major move out of this. Now this is Binance. I don't know what other exchanges are saying. We've not really got those same divergences here on Bybit. Again, it's Binance traders are always the ones creating the bearish divergences. So yeah, we will we'll obviously monitor this throughout the day. Anything else to go over? Everything's the same on here. Cool. Right, Ethereum. Very quick look at Ethereum. So we're now looking at this zone of resistance. Again, we came down, we hit our support level a few days ago, came down, took the lows, immediately swing faded back on that. So that was quite nice on ETH BTC. ETH USD didn't take any lows. Again, I had spot buys within this area on Ethereum, and again it's just a case of taking out stop losses, I think, and reversing on this one. So again, we'll have to, it's very neutral. We do have the weekly level below us, so if Bitcoin does see another move down, then of course the weekly level on Ethereum would be the next one to look at. Litecoin did take out the lows and then got a reversal, so you could see the change quickly of local market structure coming back into this low and then the reversal off of that. So yeah, Litecoin looking good. Link looks like yeah, if you're thinking of just buying spot positions, Link and Dot are two that are looking really good. So Dot coming almost down to $10, which is crazy when you think about it. If we look at how high this was, up at $50 earlier on in the year, so that's a massive move down for Dot. And yeah, I mean, you could look at this as being a maybe not on linear, but if you can get a descending wedge on your log scale, something like this going on log, then that does, that starts to look pretty good. But again, we'll monitor this. There's no need to rush into positions here. I think things go through a stage of accumulation again, especially with volume being so low. I think this is being a big, like, I keep saying it, but I think this is leading into a bigger bear trap, but I don't think it's going to be like a explosive kind of move out of it. I think it's basically just scaring people out of their positions, scaring people out of their spot holdings, because everyone now believes that we're going to be going down to, well, 27, 23, 20k. Everyone's like, oh, I'm just going to sell my Bitcoin now because we're clearly going lower. I think that's the kind of trappy thing that we're in right now. And also, I just want to show this because find a clean chart. Like, how similar does this look to this? Yeah, to me it just, there's massive similarities between the two here. And I know we've not actually taken out these lows, but just as this being so you can see here losing momentum on the way up, you invert this chart and it looks very, very similar. So if you just look at a naked chart, this doesn't look like we're just going to collapse and go down. To me, it still looks to me like a loss of selling momentum. And we'll just, again, monitor it. Of course, we could go much lower, but and at the same point that we could have gone much higher on Bitcoin when we were up here. There were higher targets at the same time that there are lower targets here. But it just looks very, very similar to me. These two formations. Something just to note. Cool. I don't really think there's anything more for me to say on this. Yeah, it's very clear. You can see the levels of support lower down. just from a volume profile, they all line up with key levels that we have. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here because again, I can't think of anything to say. All right, cool. Thanks for watching. I hope I said something useful in that. Again, I don't really know. Yeah, you never mind. All right, I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers. Bye.